Alright, immediate reaction to Kiryl Relikh versus Rances Barthelemy, which was an IBF Eliminator to become the mandatory for Julius Ndongo, IBF light welterweight champion. Um, Honestly, I disagree with the judges' decision in terms of how wide they had it. To me, this fight was a draw. I had it 113 in the end. Really solid fight that both of them put up. Relikh hurt Barthelemy early, the first round. They kind of traded rounds back and forth, just good back and forth action altogether. Barthelemy, when he was sticking the straight shots down the middle, especially with the jab, he was doing really well. Relikh was coming around nicely with a lot of the counter power shots, and I think he was definitely hurting Barthelemy quite a bit to the chin. Barthelemy, for his own sake, though, was hurting Relikh, especially later in the fight, to the body. It seemed like once Relikh kind of slowed down into the mid to late rounds, Barthelemy's body work really took a lot of hold over Relikh, and he was doing really good work. Relikh did get credited with a knockdown in the 5th round when he knocked Barthelemy into the ropes, and the ref judged that the ropes held him up, and I could definitely see that. I mean, the way he kind of slipped back into the ropes was very, very abrupt. If the ropes hadn't been there, he basically would have been outside of the ring completely. In the 8th round, Barthelemy managed to hurt and drop Relikh with a mean body shot. And, he followed up to the body continuously for the next few rounds. And, that's basically probably what actually got him the decision in this fight. Although, I mean, the judges, being that they had it so damn wide, I mean, they had it 116, 110, 117, 109, 115, 111. It almost probably didn't matter because it seemed like pretty much every close round went his way, which is really unfortunate because I thought Relikh put up a hell of a fight. I thought this was definitely a drawish type fight. It deserved to, at the very least, be some sort of majority or split decision, if anything. A very, very close fight all the way through. And a really scrappy fight put up by both fighters. But hopefully Relikh will get another opportunity. It's really kind of a shame to see how he got screwed against Ricky Burns and then kind of, somewhat in less severe of a fashion here against Barthelemy. But Barthelemy, I think, matches up fairly well against Julius Ndongo. I do favor Ndongo to win in that fight, however, especially with the fact that Barthelemy just doesn't seem to have the same ability to keep range on his opponents at 135, and especially now here at 140. I don't think that he's going to be able to fight at distance as well as he had been doing, especially at 130, and against some of the opponents at 135 at least. Julius Ndongo is really, really good at range and has excellent power at range. So I think it's going to be really difficult. It's going to be real difficult for Barthelemy to be fighting a guy really his own size or possibly bigger in Ndongo. Julius Ndongo definitely has a good amount of range on him, good amount of height on him, excellent amount of power on him. I definitely think Ndongo holds a power advantage over Barthelemy. Barthelemy is probably a little bit better on the inside since I haven't really seen too much of Ndongo on the inside. For the most part, he's been able to kind of range out his last couple of opponents that I've seen him against. So it's anybody's guess as to who really holds the advantage there. But I think it's a pretty intriguing fight, and I think that the winner of this fight definitely, if Crawford chooses to stay at 140, and if that's assuming that he prevails tonight against Felix Diaz, I think the winner of that fight is every bit the worthy opponent for the winner of Crawford versus Diaz, whoever wins between Barthelemy and Julius Ndongo. That said, like I said before, though, I do favor Ndongo to actually win that fight. I think just overall, his skills are superior. Ndongo kind of reminds me of what Barthelemy was when Barthelemy was at 130, albeit I don't think he's draining quite as much as Barthelemy was at 130. And that was crazy to see him being able to make that weight class. But all that said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.